This is using it either internally to make sure it tracks to your products, tracks to the products you want to get to, that you have the freedom to operate so that you're not stepping on somebody else's intellectual property and require a license from them, or if they won't give you a license, that you can't pursue a certain product development. When I was with GTE, a company came to us, a very well-known company, and said, we reinvented your technology. You've got the patent. We were there ahead of them. And they had to make a decision whether they were going to, at that point, decide to go to a different path or license the technology from us. And that discussion was very interesting because it was like a buy or rent decision. They could either buy a license from us at a very reasonable royalty and have access to the technology, or they would throw it back to their R&D people and say, I need another solution. We can't make a license happen for this technology. We can't go down that path, or we're going to get sued and it's going to lose all the money we might have earned going down that path. I'll tell you, the one thing that was our major competition is the R&D people. They were always telling the senior management, well, we can recreate that. We can go a different direction. They can, but it's going to cost them money, it's going to cost them time, and they don't know at the end of 2 years after that development project whether that technology that they came up with differently is going to be adequate for what the original source was. So we eventually came to an agreement, royalties were established, and GTE made over $1 million a quarter based on that technology, which they had developed for their own purposes. It was being used by another company for a separate purpose. It was totally money to the bottom line. Very lucrative situation for them. Externally, your IP can be used in many ways. You can sell it to make immediate cash. You can license it to make a stream of cash. And this is assuming that you have adequate patents that are written properly, that are good patents. I have to say also that in my experience, out of 100 patents, that's probably about 5. Most of the patents that have been created and been submitted are not worth it. Are probably not worth the time it was taken to go through the whole process and to go through the application phase and pay the fees. It's just, they are there to protect a stream of products that were created by a company, and those extrapolations have been little nuances that have been done in the patents. But then some of these patents have been created for side swinging. If you read the Wall Street, you guys haven't read this before your time. Side swinging on a swing in a kid's park was patented by a lawyer for front page news on the Wall Street Journal because it was ludicrous. How can you get a patent on that? But he was a patent attorney. He knew what procedures he had to go through. And he and his 4-year-old son got the patent. And so there can be patent abuse. And they're trying to change things like that today, but it hasn't worked. But you can JV with people. You provide the patents. They have the marketing knowledge to take the product to market. If I have a patent that you can license widely, great partner opportunities. Even today, and if you read, I think it was the New York Times today, GlaxoSmithKline has donated a few hundred patents to a consortium that is actually letting people use that to develop drugs in these situations where the drug is only applicable to a very small segment of the population, will never get to the market unless people had an opportunity to get to it. But for SmithKline, it's just too small a market. They need a drug to be a billion-dollar blockbuster to put it into their system. If it's only going to be a few thousand people, a few tens of thousands of people, that's not a big enough market. But we would all like to see those people cured as well as everyone else. So it's great that they've come along and started to say, let's put that technology out there, let people use this patent, and we're just doing it for the greater good. They could have licensed it to people and gone through that protracted management structure, but they decided to give it away essentially and make it available to many people. Some will say that giving away a patent is a death knell to it because if you don't have any protections, how are you going to protect where your investment is going into that technology? But I would say there will be some ethical drug companies that will come up, develop these drugs for this small population and make a very good